You know what, Steve-O?
What's that?
I don't really know if I said anything to Scotty. I forgot to mention his name. From Harris Farms up in Wilmington.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
So what's up, Scott?
Yeah, no, I forgot him. Yeah,
Oh, well.
I got everybody else. I didn't forget you, brother. I forgot to say that.
Oh, not even yet. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying the music.
I haven't talked to him in a while. I need to send him,
Yeah.
I need to send him.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, Scott.
Thanksgiving Day.
The next time I talk to you, I'm going to ask you. He's the one that sent. Remember I told you that one time I had to look it up. But there was a specific artist and album that he wanted to hear.
Right.
And we played it for him. He's done that twice. He did. And,
make a request.
Yeah, he's done that twice. I forget the other two groups, but he's done it twice specifically. Oh, The Doors was one.
Yeah.
And I think he said either Creedence or Zeppelin. Probably Creedence.
Right.
He's a Clapton fan too, I found out. So.
Oh, yeah.
And if he's a Clapton fan, you got to be a Cream fan.
Right,
like there's these other little things. He's the guy that when I was.
We never did Wheels of Fire, did we?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you something. This guy here. Now, Scott. Of course, I'm not gonna say his last name, but his family owns Harris Farms out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Right.
Me and him were going a little time together, and so anybody could know. So we were doing some time together, and he would tell me, he would have his radio on, and he would say like, "Eddie, who sings this?" And he would be listening to the classic rock station, and then me and this other guy who was a bottom bunk guy on the other side, who was a member of the Aryan Brotherhood or whatever. You know, I didn't give a nothing against the Aryan Brotherhood. I don't want anybody to kill me or anything. I'm just saying, he was the same age as me, in other words.
Well, to each his own.
Yeah, teach your own. Yeah.
That's all
I'm not hating on nobody. We're equal opportunity, inclusive people. Yeah, I am. I know Steve is too. So, but what I'm saying was, this guy just thought he knew it. Because we were similar age, he thought he knew everything. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. One of my best friends is like the Rain Man of music, dude. He knows it all when it comes to that. That and like entertainment, movies, artists, stuff like that. That's your niche, dude. You're good at it, man. So I'd like to put you up against Bill, Chris's friend. The guy that works for iHeartRadio. Yeah, I can just stack you up against him any day. So, but Scotty, I told this guy, I'm like, just because you think you know everything, you don't. And then he wouldn't. Like one time he swore him down it was a Tom Petty song and it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like Nazareth Son of a Bitch and they're swearing it's AC/DC.
Right, oh yeah.
Hey, it's AC/DC, I had that one. Like, you're fucking lying, man. Damn it. You know, you're buying a cup of coffee off of me. See, obviously you don't know everything.
Right.
Obviously none of us are smart. We're up in here doing time together. We've all done something stupid. So I don't want anybody to give me any more advice or telling me their little piece of nugget knowledge. I don't know why it is in the worst destitute time. The same person that's in the same boat you're in wants to give you a piece of advice. You know, give me a break. You know?
Oh, yeah, stay out of jail.
Christ on a cracker, yeah.
But now you were talking about when we cut that tree when Steve brought the chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, the one who told me to Mr. Crab, he's the one. That's the first time over at the Crab Estates. I would use a chainsaw. He taught me how to use it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I do it. This and that. Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm sure Mr. Crab, God rest his soul, I'm sure he thought in his, because I can about understand his mentality and where he came from, his background. Right before he died, I'm sure he was thinking, when you went to go visit him, you know what I'm saying, like before he passed, because Steve was like, I would say you're a good friend, you're loyal, I have to say that, man. That's a fucking rarity. This is why we're 18 and up. It's a fucking rarity. Loyalty as a friend. So you go visit him, you cared for him, like really cared. He was thinking in his mind, one of his last thoughts, imagine this thing. That damn little liberal from California, I got that boy to cut some wood on a chainsaw like a little old redneck. And to quit drinking, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Turned out to be a pretty good fella, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's good, man.
Like, it was a good relationship.
It was great, yeah.
He used to own the big building here and this and that.
Can I tell you something? I lean on some of the stories that you told me. This is jamming, by the way, y'all. Jamming. Oh, some of the stories you told me about Mr. Krabs, you know what I'm saying? Like the good and bad, the ugly, you know what I'm saying? I look at that relationship with you guys the same way I do with me, right? Because even though you and him were total opposites of even the coasts, you know what I'm saying? But I look at that relationship kind of like I do Ronnie. I glean some of the knowledge and little nuggets of like that story, like, you know, if you just let things play out, you'll see if you're always honest, things will come out, you know, like you've told about Mavis and all that stuff, you know, like, you know, the truth comes out. So that's why there's been a few issues over here, you know, like the truth come out, whatever, you know. But I looked at that the same way, you know.
Well, I never lied to the man.
And it's like I told him, like, dude, never lied. You know what I'm saying? Like even from, and that's what makes it great, you know.
Right. Then, like I said, when he went to that nursing home and this and that, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. And he said, oh, you know, please take care of the house, make it look like like when I was, I'm still living here. Like,
oh wow, he asked you, like specifically.
Yeah.
Although, and I'm not saying this bad way. Although you had been for years anyway.
Right.
He was concerned and worried. He's like, hey, will you look out for her? If something happened to me, Steve, will you please take care of Miss Sue's house, please? Just like I was there before.
Right.
You know, please don't stop. You know.
Well,
and you got to be.
Well, it's not her house. It belongs to Donna and Joe. Like she can live there as long as she wants.
Right.
Hey, Dolly, man, how can you hang me up this way? Well, on the phone, you said you're gonna run off with me today. Now, stand here.
I'm sure that put his mind at ease.
Sure.
When he was in the.
Because those are things that men think about. Like, if they think something might happen to them, they're like, well, you know what? She's not gonna be able to take care of the yard. Let me try to talk to Steve and see if he'll continue doing that, even if something happens to me, man. You know, because that's one thing. Because he's got things he's marking off, trying to take care of, and those are huge. You know, because if there's something wrong with an outside of the house, you're not just gonna do the yard and walk by that. You're gonna tell Miss Crab, Miss Sue, this needs to be looked at. You might want to have, like, he needs a man there to help with it. You know.
Well, one thing that.
And I had to say this. Ronnie said, when I told him that this morning, I got to say this, Steve, I'm not interrupting you. He said, good God, that's what I'm talking about, idiot. Loyalty. Mr. Crab done talked to him, and he still take care of that. I said, wait, it's not like he's going to tell Mr. Crab, I'll take care of it as soon as he died. He let it grow up. That'd be like her kids saying, as soon as he died, like, I know, Ma, they said you can leave her forever, but no. But he's like, I guess his point was that's a rarity in people, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I said, of course that made him feel good.
You remember all those when I used to go over there in the evening and hop in the bed, you know?
As long as I've known you, that's what you do. Just like I always tell you, I'll lament or I'll bitch about what I'm doing in my yard, although I like doing it. You'll say, and you're right there with me, dude. You're taking care of theirs. You've always done it. Remember, like some of those nights, Mom would be like, you ain't going to Steve's? I'm like, well, Steve don't get home till like, this is your old job, till like 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing stuff over there. And I got off early, so I got to wait for you to get home from over there.
Well, nice when the Max house when you come by, I pick you up.
Yep. Remember sometimes you were getting at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I remember that, dude, for like 6-7 months sometimes.
Or else I would take a night off.
Yep.
It was either like Tuesday or Thursday.
Yep. When was the 9 o'clock night? That happened a bunch, dude.
Well, that's why I used to put him to bed. That was usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah.
Because Mom was like, I thought you were going to Steve. Like, yeah, he's going to pick me up.
Right.
And that's, I had a bike anyway, so I just walked home.
Yeah, that's like about, well, I still driving the old Pontiac.
And that's sometimes I get a cab, remember? You were picking me up.
Yeah, that's right.
You were picking me up, and it'd be cold, and it stopped at like $5 over there. So, and literally it's it's $3 cab fare, and then for a $3 or $4 tip.
Yeah.
Like $10, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't get
I remember a couple times, like on Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah, man.
You just flop out here and you wake up and then.
Oh yeah. And then I'd go home.
No, well, I give you a ride home when I went to work.
Yeah. And then I'd go to work.
Yeah, then I get up and then.
That's what happened.
Chair right there.
That's what happened with Marissa a couple times. Like, she wanted to hang out. But then when she moved to Kannapolis, when her and Ryan moved to Kannapolis, she wanted to hang out. And that's when we were still open on Mondays. And I would tell her on Sunday, I'm like, I can't stay tonight. I got to be at work at 8 in the morning. I'll bring you home early. I'm like, I don't like that. That just messes my routine up. I want to start my week off fresh, doing my own thing, making my coffee, get my cigarette.
Well, as long as you take a shower.
No, I mean, I took a shower, but I had my routine. I don't want to be going home, finding my uniform, but I don't like to be rushed like that. Of course, with her, it's going to be rushed. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to be 15, 20 minutes late.
With me, I like to lay my clothes off.
Exactly. I'd been there for 2 days already with my duffel bag. Been through my bag of clothes, changed clothes, took a shower, and I'm ready to go home that night. And she's like, no, just stay till in the morning. I'm like, no, that just puts a monkey wrench in the works. I start my week off. I like to be in my bed at night, set my alarm, have my clothes laid out. I like to wait. I get my clothes on, make my Keurig, make my coffee, sit on the balcony, smoke a cigarette, enjoy not hearing, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's great. You know what I'm saying? There's always the biggest MFing looking, I don't know what it is. Well, one is an owl that's about 60 pounds. It's been around forever. They're humongous. And like they can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And then we have this hawk. It's the biggest hawk of it. His chest goes way out. And he flies right over the top every morning. And I get up at 5:45. To by like 6:15, it swoops down every day, man. Same time, looking around, like going, you know, it's cool, dude.
Going over reconnaissance.
And then Marissa's like, no, I'll just take you home, you know. Last time he did, we got wrecked twice. I'm out. I hate to be rushed. That's why I'm not a big snooze guy. I don't hit snooze a lot. A lot of times, I'll hit snooze, and 3 minutes later, I'll just cut it off and get it going.
I remember when I got my first apartment, you got your little clock radio, send it across the room.
Because you got to get up, you go cut it off.
I'm up, so I might as well stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got a pair of socks to try to hit that then.
Not even yet.
Can I tell you something? I didn't realize this, but it's when I was with my ex. The alarm went off one morning, and for some reason I hit it so hard I broke the glass. I guess I just slammed it. Crazy.
No, keep it out of arm's reach.
Oh yeah.
You got to get up and turn it off. You're already up, so just keep on going. You're full sit down.
Here's my thing. I used to set my old clock alarm, and instead of putting it on auto, it would be off, and I would wake up like 45 minutes late already. Wake up and I'm like, what time is it? Oh my God. I hated that, dude. I'm driving like 120 in a I guess a Dodge Shadow that's not meant to be over 65, 70. Hanging curves like I'm Art and Santa, Formula One, clinging to the spa ring, or I'm in Nuremberg somewhere. Yeah, man, the Nuremberg ring.
When I first got home this afternoon, the first thing I did, I had to reset my alarm to 2 instead of 4.
Right.
And then I have to set it, but see, because when I come over every morning, the first thing I do when I walk in is I turn, make sure I turn the alarm on. So.
See, can I tell you something? Yesterday when I left you, the first thing I did when I went home, I'm getting my clothes for a shower. I grabbed my old phone, I use it as an alarm. The first thing I did was make sure I'm anal about it. I'm like very OCD. I delete the day before's settings, which could be just set. Yes, guys, I set mine every day. If I know I've done it, it's done. So I set it. I make sure the volume's up. Before I even keep my shoes off, I've set my alarm for the next day, dude.
For sure.
I do that every single day, man. I don't dilly-dally around when it comes to my work, dude. There was one time, about a month and a half ago, Ronnie said me to call him that morning. It was Saturday. He didn't have money. I didn't call him. Man, at 1 o'clock, I called him. He was like, man, you've let me hang all day. You thought I've been in a bind. I'm like, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call me? I said, I can't be here now. And he hangs up. I get up like that. So we had to have a word of prayer after the end of the day. I'm like, man, from now on, call me. But then he was like, you got so many numbers. I'm like, I've got so many numbers because I've given all these numbers are still valid. I've given him 5. If there's only a few people. You have family, and then people like you who are like family, and then your boss who has all these numbers that can reach me.
I still can't figure out your number, but I got the Ross estates, and
I call you all the time. Well, no, I gotta have it right now. What you
I have to write it down in my book, and I can kind of memorize the last.
I've only had 2 numbers.
Well, good grief.
What?
I don't know. I got a bunker, but
not from my. I've changed phones quite a bit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But it's not like I don't pay my bill and then get a new number. I've had since 2018, I've had about 6 phones, 7 phones.
Yeah, and this damn phone right here.
Oh no, it's brand
Only
new.
records backwards unless you do it, you know.
It's dyslexic. Don't you make fun of it. Dyslexic.
Yeah, no doubt.
My God, it's hard. Look, now my bike light has gone out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's not cool.
Well, man, at least you want to ride your bikes.
What, gonna be dark and I get hit in the dark?
Put a candle on your head.
No, I'm gonna charge up. I'm gonna have to charge it before I leave.
It's gonna be a long night.
No, it's not. It takes a few minutes.
Right.
Just enough to get from A to B.
Roll
your eyes.
And it still looks the damn same.
Yeah, it never changed.
No, the light can make
I
a
know,
difference.
it makes a difference.
Because the light has to be coming in from the window.
We just need to have a staff where we have a lighting guy.
Well,
what do you
the
call
light-
him? A gripper? I want a gripper. I want it at the end of the place show. I want
a microphone over your head.
I don't want the, whatever the hell he is.
Well, I don't
I
wanna-
just want it on the end of our
Well-
show. It go up like that, so the gripper was
Well,
Mavis.
Well, as long as I don't actually see the microphone or the shadow of it, because that's one of the bloopers of television.
Yeah.
Like I Love Lucy.
Good luck
There's
finding.
if you're watching a movie, you can actually, you know,
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm
you
tell you
see the
something.
shadow.
The quality we get is quality we get because
You gotta take a break.
Good luck
Yeah.
finding a gripper with skills on the mill hill.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
take a break and we'll be right back.